audience tonight don't know we're watching them, but there are surprises in store for Eddie Linton, who will make a musical trip back in time. Anne Howells, who's to be charmed by some real low-down characters. And John Ashley, we're about to mend his broken family circle. For these people and more, it's Surprise, Surprise! Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Cilla Black.
Surprise, surprise. And I've got some sad news for you, I'm afraid. Yes. This is the last show in the present series. But I've got some good news. We will be back. Yes, with a brand new series of Surprise, Surprise. Yes, never fear. Cilla will be here. I will. Despite the threats, I will be back. I will. And now, just for a change, the first thing I'm going to do tonight is to make a phone call. And I'm moving swiftly over this side. Yes, I've never done this at the top of the show before. But I've got a very special phone call to make. Well, we had a letter from the Sweel children who told us that their father, Alan, was kinky about cleaning. Anyway, there's nothing that Alan likes better than coming home from the office and spending the evening dusting and hoovering. Oh, yes. Apparently, he does it to music. Don't we all? He's so attached, in fact, to his Hoover that the other week, when it broke down, he got withdrawal symptoms. So he had to dash out to buy another one. Well, I am now going to surprise him on the phone and ask him to come right over here on the show tonight and do a bit of cleaning for us. And look at this phone. Mind you, it's cheap, isn't it? I mean, it's the last show. Wouldn't you have thought they would have got me a bottle of champagne? I mean, which old are I talking to? It's heavy as well. Actually, Mr. Sweel, our Alan, doesn't live too far away. He lives in Middlesex, so I'm going to phone him up right now, because we have got a fast car. And there's Bob Cowley's waiting outside his front door, and he's going to sweep him over here to the studios to be on the show, actually, tonight. Now, here we go. Not a lot of digits. Shut your gobs. Oh, dear, here we go. I love these old-fashioned phones. It takes you ever so long. All right. It's nice, though, isn't it? Style in a sherry bottle. I know, but they pay me money to do this.
Hello?
Hello?
Yes?
Hang on, I haven't got the right hole. Hello?
Hello?
Oh, that's better. Could I speak to Alan Sweel, please?
Yes?
Could I speak to him, then?
I am Alan Sweel.
You're Alan Sweel? Well, surprise, surprise, Alan. It's Cilla here.
Yeah, I recognise your voice, Cilla.
You do?
Yes.
Oh, thank goodness for that. I know all about you, Alan.
You know all about it?
About you in particular, yeah?
What do you know about me, Cilla?
Well, for a start, I know that you've got this absolutely... Well, you've got this cleaning up fetish, haven't you?
I've got the scene look fetish, correct.
You like cleaning your house from top to bottom.
How do you know that?
Well, Alan, would you like to come on our show tonight?
Right. Unfortunately, I can't. I have a school meeting.
Alan.
Yes, Cilla.
You have just wrecked the whole show. a car waiting for you, and Bob Carroll-Gees is out there waiting to sweep you over here to the studios.
Right, well, I'll come and see you, Cilla.
Bring your Hoover with you, and you know, you're Mr. Sheen, and you do the shake and back. Bring that with you as well, and we'll all look forward to seeing you later on. All right, Alan?
All right, Cilla.
I'll see you then.
Thank you.
Ta-ra, love.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Alan, surprise, surprise! How are you? Nice to see you. Oh, you've got your Hoover, that's good. I'll take the Hoover because I'm your chauffeur, Alan. All right. And off to you, sir. Any time. Have yourself.
Well, last week I surprised Andrew Thompson from Bonnie, Scotland on the phone. And according to his wife, Grace, Andrew's burning ambition is to be a weather forecaster. Well, we've decided to give him his big chance, so here he is. Come in, Andrew. Andrew, it's lovely to see you in the flesh.
It's nice to see you in the flesh as well.
Are you-
We've had a mutual admiration society.
I don't think so, because, I mean, you really hurt me on the phone last week, Andrew.
Did I?
This is the man that actually said on the phone, I can't stand you singing.
Well, it was the truth at the time.
It was the truth at
But I
the time.
clapped to you there when I was out back.
Pardon?
I was clapping out the back there for you when you sang.
Did you?
Yes.
What was that, sympathy?
Sympathy pains.
Well, your wife, I mean, really, she tells me, what a big head you are, because she really does tell me, it's Grace, isn't it?
That's right,
Your wife?
yes.
She writes and tells me that, you know, you are mad on the weather. And every time you watch the shows on television, you're not interested in Surprise, Surprise, or indeed any other show. You keep on switching channels to watch the weather.
Now and again.
I mean, what else do you do for kicks? I mean, do you run into Woolies and try the gloves on or something like that? I mean, what is so fascinating about the weather?
It's just one of those things you find interesting sometimes. It's crazy.
I know it's crazy. I know it really is, but that's why we invited you to read the weather on the show tonight. We are going to put you to the test, and to do that, we have got one of those very favourite experts on the television to sort of help you out and give you a few tips, yes? Aye. Ladies and gentlemen, Andrew, it's the one and only Michael Fish. Come in, Michael. I love the jumper.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Now, Michael, what do you think of this fella over here? He insulted me on the telly last week, and he thinks that he's a better weather forecast reader than all you lot. What do you think about that?
Well, I'll tell you something. If he does it well, he might have a job, because we're looking for a fifth man.
Oh,
If he does it
I'll do
too
my best
well, he
tonight.
might take my job.
But can you tell me one thing? Because our outside broadcast tonight is coming from St. Paul's Cathedral, or rather outside. What's the weather going to be like down there tonight?
Well, I sincerely hope you haven't got a brass monkey out there, have you?
Well, yes, you've got Bob Carroll-Gees. Sorry, Bob.
I should think he must be very worried indeed, because it's going to be decidedly parky out there tonight.
Is
Well
it?
below freezing, yes.
Would you agree with that, Andrew?
Oh, I'd say so, yes, definitely.
Yes, because the master is here tonight. And actually, the master, Michael, is going to give you a few tips. Will
Yes.
you do that, Michael?
I've brought my own symbols along, only the best. Borrowed them
Your
from the
very
BBC
own
when they weren't looking.
Oh,
A load
isn't
of
that
showers.
lovely? Oh, great. That's smashing.
That's
Well,
a
Michael,
collective
could you
name.
take our Andrew off
Certainly I
here
will.
and fill him in and, you know, show him all the ropes, and we'll see
Certainly.
him later on the programme.
Okay.
Thanks a lot. Ladies and gentlemen, Michael Fish and Andrew. See you later. Well, we've got a super surprise now for someone in our audience. Yes, it is you, Eddie Linton. Where are you, Eddie? Come on, give us a wave. I know, don't be shy. Oh, Eddie, please, come down and join us. And bring your lovely wife, Sue, with you. Come on, Sue. Sue and Eddie. Have a sit down there. Look at that. I know all about you too, Eddie. Are you ready, Eddie? But this, you see, it's all your wife's fault.
Is it?
Yes, your Sue wrote the tones. Eh?
It always is my fault.
And is it? Yes. Oh, well, tonight you've got to take the blame for this because we got that smashing letter from you and she told me all about you because way, way back, and I know, way, way back in the 60s, you belonged to a pop group, didn't you?
Yes, that's right. Yes.
Called the Rhythm 4?
Well, that was one of the names we had.
Yes. What did your best friends call you?
I think we were quite a, a popular little group.
You were a popular group. In fact, you actually went on the telly. And it was a programme sort of at the same time, I think, as Ready, Steady, Go. But it wasn't called Ready, Steady, Go, was it?
It was an amateur bee contest, which was running sort of parallel with Ready, Steady, Go, just for amateur groups.
Well, it was called Ready, Steady, Win.
Yes,
That's right.
Yes, yes.
And, well, you appeared on there. But you didn't win, did you?
No, well, we came second.
Very close second.
In the first heat, yes.
Well, here's a little surprise for you. You've never ever seen yourself on Ready, Steady, Win, but you're going to see it tonight. Have a look at this. Ooh. Who's that?
Yes,
Is that your
Billy,
brother?
yes. And that's me on the organ.
Oh, it's you on the organ?
Yes.
It's great, isn't it? That's great. She did all this. Yeah, but I'm sure everybody out there will agree with me. We're ever so disappointed we couldn't hear the sound. It was obviously a home movie. Aren't you disappointed, ladies and gentlemen? Yes! And that's why we've got another little surprise for you. Yeah, we formed that group. Yes, and they're all here tonight.
All of them?
Well, all of them. And here they are. Your twin brother, Bill. Come in, Bill. Ralph and Dave. Come on, lads. Oh, look at that. Yes. All the gang. I mean, you don't look any different. Oh, yes, you do. Yes. No, I think you all look smashing, and you're pointing you to the moustache.
Oh, yes, I didn't have that one.
No, it's all a long time for everybody. Well, I think it's only fair that you should give us a tune now, because we're all... Aren't we dying to hear them? Yes! And you're going to have you're going to have a little practice. How about 30 seconds? Lads, would you like to take Eddie over there and set up? You're going to play your organ again. And not only that, to give it all a real nostalgic flavour, we've got the man who was Mr. Pop in the 60s to introduce them. It is, of course, Keith Fordyce.
Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time since 1964, in fact, they haven't played together for years and years, until tonight. With the Searchers' great hit, Don't Throw Your Love Away, it's the Rhythm 4.
Great, lads. Well done indeed. Now, it's nearly time to take a break now, but before we do, where's Peggy Cole? Where are you, Pegs? Hiya, Peggy. Oh, Peggy. Now, you've always wanted to meet, I know for a fact, because they've written and told me, you've always wanted to meet Douglas Fairbanks Jr., haven't you? Oh, yes. Well, you've got no chance on this show. Because you and I share a little secret, don't we, Peggy?
I think so.
Yes, we do indeed, because that was all a ruse just to get you and your daughter, Anne. Yes, yes, it's you, Anne. We've got the surprise for you. Yes, because I've heard... Hey, I've heard... Look at me when I'm talking to you, Anne. I have heard, Anne, that you love snakes. Oh, Anne. Surprise, surprise. You're going to do that very thing after the break. Oh, yes. Yes, you're going to touch them. They're certainly going to touch you. So join us. Don't keep hold of her, Peggy. Okay. Don't let her run away.
I will.
And you don't run away too. So we'll see you in a couple of minutes. See you then. Hello and welcome back. Well, we've got Annie. Anne, you ready? Are you ready, Anne?
Yes.
Are you sure? Well, I'm sure you're going to enjoy it. Well, the snakes are ready, aren't they, Naomi?
Absolutely.
Yes, and you're going to be Naomi's assistant. How do you feel about that?
Okay, I think.
You're very lucky because Naomi here is a marvellous international cabaret artist. You will take good care of her, won't you?
I will take excellent care of her.
Oh, God bless you, love. Well, Anne, you're on. And I'm off.
Well, Anne, to charm a snake, you first of all need a flute. Can you play a flute?
No.
Well, have a go. Put it to the mouth and blow. Face the audience and blow. And whilst you're doing that, I'll see if you can charm one out of the box. Just keep blowing, keep blowing. Keep going. You're doing absolutely brilliant. I can't play it like that, you know. You're doing very, very well. Now, this is snooping. Keep blowing. You can't charm me if you don't blow. And Snoopy loves high places, so we're just tapping on your flute. Don't stop snooping, Anne. Are you nervous? Nervous? Shall I give her another one? All right. Keep blowing, Anne. You've stopped blowing. They won't stop blowing. Now, this one I think we'll go from this side, Anne, because it makes a beautiful colour. My God, don't let him see your jacket. Are you all right, Anne?
Yes.
You all right? Well, you're not blowing, Anne. They won't do anything if you don't blow. Oh, he's blocked up. Just a moment. Head down, in the mouth. Keep blowing. Right, Anne. Now, this snake, I'm afraid, always finds where he wants to go on his own. And you've stopped fluting, you must keep fluting. Now, he has a very bad habit. He has a very bad habit of disappearing up or down dresses. Please, keep fluting. Keep piping. Keep piping. Keep piping. Keep piping. Keep going. You're doing brilliantly. Oh, Anne, you're doing absolutely brilliantly, Anne. I told you, they like you. Look, you've even got a halo. You've even got a halo. Now, this tail is disappearing. Oops-a-daisy. Little bit... Oh, look. Oh, he's blowing the flute for you, Anne. He's blowing it for you. Now, he is helping, and you're not doing a lot. That's it. Keep blowing. Does it feel nice? Tight. Tight. Feels tight. Is it all right other than that? You feel all right. Now, Anne, you've been playing with the small ones. Now for the real thing. Don't let it worry you, Anne. Don't let it worry you. I'll take the first one off. Right. He's wrapped himself around you. Rather fancied you, I think, that one. Oops, he's coming back out of the box. Now, you've stopped fluting. You must keep fluting. Let's take the second one away. Into the box. Into the box. And you've still got the third one. You've still got the third one? Right. Stay there and we'll help you. We'll help you with this one. Now, I must take the flute. He doesn't need the flute. Now, Anne, this is Hector. 5.5 stone. A beautiful python. He likes you, Anne. He likes you, Anne. Now, I tell you what he really does like. He would love a little kiss. Do you like him? Do you like him? He is beautiful. Ladies and gentlemen, didn't she do well?
Well, I thought Anne was very, very brave there. I couldn't even go near them at rehearsals. I mean, I'm such a coward like that. Actually, I did ask Naomi, I mean, did they smell? You know, because you wonder about things like that, you know. I mean, do snakes smell? Do they have a smell? And she said, no, only when they do a whoopsie. But changing the subject swiftly, very swiftly. We all love roundabouts, don't we? Yes! Oh, yes, indeed we do. Well, Vera Smith, up there in Oldham, actually owns one. Her dad left it to her 20 years ago, and it's still going strong in Oldham's market. Now, Vera's friend Brenda wrote and told us that Vera had a heart of gold and has raised hundreds of pounds for cancer research. And Brenda thought that Vera deserved a mention, but we decided that she deserved more than that. So the other week, I went up to Oldham to surprise her. Now, we hid our camera in the hotel where Vera works as a part-time waitress. I was waiting for my morning chucky egg, trying to ignore the cameraman opposite. Have a look at this. Well, I'm sitting here just waiting for Vera, and she's going to come through. Actually, I feel daft talking to a newspaper. Come on, have you got a oh, yeah, have a look at this. What? Hello. Hello, how are you? Could you just sit down? Could you just sit? I'm come here to surprise somebody. And she hasn't turned up yet. Her name is Vera Smith. Do you know her?
Yes, it's me.
Is it you, Vera?
Yes.
Vera, surprise, surprise. I know all about you, you know. Eh?
Yeah.
Yes, I do. Guess who wrote and told me all about you?
I don't know. I'm not a guess who.
Brenda. She told me all about you, Vera. She said that, well, you run a children's roundabout in Murrayfield Market. You've done that for nearly 50 years, is that right?
Oldham Market, not Huddersfield Market.
In Oldham, yes, and you do endless work for charity. That's what Brenda told me.
Yes, I do.
And you used to run a pub, is that right?
Yes, I do.
And she thought you're a very deserving lady, and that's why I've come here today. Guess what I'm going to do today?
No, go on.
Go on, have a guess.
No.
Go on, Vera.
Are you coming on to turn it down my sausage round for me?
No, I'm not going to do your job in the market. We are going to the market, though. I'm going to spend the day with you. I'm going to sing a Cillagram to you. Because we've had this song especially written for you, Vera. Guess what it's called?
No idea.
Dobby Horse Vera. When you were 10, you realized then that life was a roundabout. In Tommyfield Market you made your name, the place where kids can clown about. 46 years you've stood your ground, making the children go round and around. And that is why we bring this song today. If you've got a little child and you want to cheer her, gotta take a journey and you need to be nearer. Take 'em to Oldham, you've sold 'em, it's Dobby Take him to Oldham, you've sold him, it's Derby Horse Vera. I said, take him to Oldham, you've sold him, it's Derby Horse Vera. It's Derby Horse Vera. It's Derby Horse Vera. And you know, there's our Vera sitting in the audience, ladies and gentlemen. There she is, our Vera. You know, I never ever did get me breakfast, you know.
It's all right, you never paid me for your ride, neither.
Story. You'll hate me for this, Vera, but ladies and gentlemen, last year one of the things that Vera did to raise money for charity was to slide down the highest water chute in Torremolinos topless. And as she was going down, she sang, "Over my shoulder." Mind you, that gave the locals something to shout about, especially Olé. On the subject of water, on Searchline the other week, we showed you this picture that somehow somebody had got it into somebody else's holiday snaps. Look at that. Oh, my goodness me. Well, it turned out to be Rod Hayward from Barrow-in-Furness, and here he is to claim his pick. He's sitting right down there on the front row. Oh, Rod, super picture. I mean, I would have hardly recognised you with your clothes on. Well, where was it at? I know it was taken in the bath, but can you remember exactly where it was taken?
Yeah, the Hotel Skiathos on Skiathos Island in Greece.
Oh, really? So you went there on your holidays, and because of that, it came on Searchline, and we're going over to Gordon now to see if you found anything else on Searchline, Gordon. Have you got any more pictures like that?
Well, not quite like that, but we are often asked if we ever find people on Searchline. Well, you've seen one example that we do, but the answer is that we are, in fact, highly successful. I mean, recently we found the two girls whose pictures were found in an RAF hangar. Remember them? Well, they spoke to each other for the first time in 40 years, and they think that the chap who may have hidden the photos was actually killed later in the war. We found lots of ladies from the Women's Timber Corps, the radio operator who communicated with his pal in Morse code 20 years ago, the family of Gunner Talbot, who were so pleased to have his soldier's testament back, several old mugs from HMS Terror in Singapore, and enough spare parts to build half a dozen old London taxis. What can I say? But to all those who rang us, our very grateful thanks. Now, aren't these sweet? They are pictures of 10 moonbeams, a troupe of acrobatic dancers from Liverpool who were started by Lillian St. John in 1937. Catherine Simpson was in the troupe and hasn't seen her friends since then. Their names include Mabel and Edna Jones, Frances Kelly, May Lewis, Doreen Hunter, Marion Boyd, Emily Ashworth, Dot Gray, Hilda German, and Olive Ashley. So if you know any of these ladies, call us. Now, this is a long shot. This pocket watch was sent to us by Mrs. Josephine Waters, who said that a friend was given it by a soldier with the words, "You have this watch, chum, it saved my life." Now, did a bullet do that, I wonder? The incident happened after Dunkirk, when the troops were returning to the south coast. But if the watch did stop a bullet, why did that lucky soldier give it away? Perhaps we could answer that question if we could find him. Please help us. Now, as this is our last show, a quickie blitz. We're looking for Royston Wheeler, last seen in St Albans, Stuart McCabe, known as Colin, seen in London 12 years ago, Kathleen Corbett, who worked for H.R. Howard and Sons till it closed in 1980, Kathleen and Patricia Roddy, last seen in Northern and Manchester 29 years ago when they were children, Ian and Annie Campbell, last known to be on the Isle of Wight in 1935. If you can help with any of these Searchline items, please call us on 01205 5222. Our researchers will be there to answer your calls until 10 o'clock tonight. If you can't get through, if the lines are engaged, please don't worry, you can write to us at Surprise Surprise, London Weekend Television, London, SE 99 6YW. And do please keep writing, we love to get your letters. You may ask why I'm saying that on this last programme. Well, don't worry, Searchline will be back in the new series.
Thanks a lot, Gordon. And now it's time to find out whether the weather will be wet or fine. So over to you, Andrew Thompson, and there he is.
Good evening. Variable is the word, Cilla. Starting where else but in Scotland, the northeast will have temperatures of -7 overnight. There will be outbreaks of hail with some thunder and lightning. In the south of Scotland, there will be patchy fog. There we are. Up it goes. That's what I get for saying that last. The north of England will be mostly cloudy. Windy anyway. Over the rest of the country, not forgetting Glasgow, there will be heavy snow, so forget about work tomorrow. And by the end of the day, the snow will turn to rain.
There, weren't you, Andrew?
It's the best policy sometimes.
And you know when I said on the phone last week to get you on the show,
yes.
You actually did say to me, didn't you, sweetheart? You said to me, I'll come on, providing you won't sing.
That's right, that's what I said.
Yes. I lied. I did lie. Are you ready for this?
Yes.
This is at close quarters, you know.
That's okay, I've got the earplugs with me.
Are you really? All right, here we go. What's your favourite song?
Stormy Weather.
Is it really?
Yeah. I'm in some storm.
It would be, wouldn't it? It would be. Here we go. Don't know why there's no sun up in the sky. Stormy weather. You're not going to join in, are you?
There's only one thing worse than you singing. That's us two singing together.
But we're really good friends, really, aren't we, Andrew?
Yes.
Yes, we are indeed. And look at the mess that you've caused here in the studio tonight. Just look at it.
That's true. Well, it's the same mess I make at home anyway, so...
Oh, well, we've got the very man to clear this mess up. Because you might have been watching the top of the show, but I phoned a certain Alan Sweil, and here he is. Come in, Alan, with your Hoover. Where are you, Alan, lad? Welcome. Oh, yes.
Welcome, sir.
Isn't he well turned out? You're so clean. How does it feel being next to a scruff like that? But, Alan, I noticed that when you came to the door, I mean, you were so enthusiastic to go to your children's, well, teachers' meeting, weren't you?
I was.
That you already had your overcoat on.
I did.
But you look much better without it.
Thank you, sir.
You really do, and get to town, lad. What's the first thing you're going to do?
Well, first of all, I think I should dust off the Weatherman.
Yes, yes. Oh, yes, look at that. Yes, I'll hold this. You go ahead.
That right.
Yes, yes, yes.
Get the cobwebs out of
Well, we'll do the shaking of that. We'll take a break now, but we'll be back to meet a modern Lady Godiva to say hello, sailor, on an aircraft carrier. And to bring somebody in our audience face to face with someone from their past. So don't go away. Do the shaking. Hello and welcome back. Now, I'm a demon for the phone, you know, and earlier today when we were rehearsing the show, I called up a Rita Tomlinson. Now, she's got a strange desire. She wants to be Lady Godiva. Is this true, Rita? Do you want to ride through the streets like Lady Godiva?
I've thought about it.
Pardon?
I have thought about it.
You've thought about it? Well, we're going to make that a reality, Rita.
Oh.
Now, tell me at first a few questions. How long have you had this urge?
Years, I would think.
How many years?
Years and years.
Well, how old are you now, Rita?
42.
42? And you're ready? What a brave lady. How's your figure? What's your figure like?
Medium.
Medium? And have you got long hair?
No.
No? My goodness, well, you'll be covered in embarrassment then, won't you, when you're out through the streets?
It'll be a bit cold, isn't it?
It's your own fault, isn't it? You've got your skin to keep you warm. All right, sweetheart.
Okay, thanks ever so much.
Well, I look forward to seeing you.
Yeah, I look forward to meeting you too.
Surprise, surprise.
Thank you.
Ta-ra then.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Well, true to our word, we arranged a horse and a lot of her. A lot of her. For Rita to wear. But now you know why I asked Michael Fish, you see, how cold it was going to be outside St. Paul's Cathedral. Oh, yes. Are you there, Bob?
Yes, we're here, Cilla.
I can't see yet.
Well, hang on, we are here, Cilla, and we're giving Rita her chance to be Lady Godiva and walk through the streets of London. Though it's not very easy at the moment.
Well, she's a very brave lady, to ride through the streets of London with virtually nothing on.
I don't know where to put my eyes, Cilla.
Well, it's your hands I'm worried about as well.
Well, it's so cold, Cilla. She's getting goose pimples on her goosebumps. We've got a hand back to you in the studio, Cilla.
Are you frightened, Bob? Is that why you're frightened?
He's got to climb up and keep me warm.
You cheeky monkey.
Hang on just a minute, Rita. We've had a few letters about you. Now, your friends have said that if you had the courage to actually do this thing tonight, they'd sponsor you for your favourite charity. Oh. And you don't know this yet, girl, but surprise, surprise, I must tell you, you've made your favourite charity quite a few bob tonight.
You've been
well done, Rita.
And you've made money tonight for this, isn't that wonderful?
That's wonderful. Thank you, Cilla. That's marvellous. Yes.
Let's hear for Rita, ladies and gentlemen. You know, they say, I must tell you, they say that all the nice girls love a sailor. Yes. But I wonder who all the naughty girls love. Well, stand by, girls, because you're about to see lots of sailors on the HMS Illustrious. Our Bob went down to Portsmouth last week to surprise one of the Royal Navy's favourite ladies. Now, she's Hazel McQueen, who runs a sailor's pub. Her ambition, well, that's what she calls it. Her ambition has always been to see a big musical. And who did we get as the song and dance men? Well, her regulars, of course. Bob arrived, all Bob Cowderies arrived at opening time. When Hazel was expecting, are you ready for this? She was expecting a hunky kissogram boy. Well, you can't win them all, can you?
Let me see. She better to be around here somewhere. Hazel McQueen I'm looking for. Hello, Hazel. Hello, Hazel. How are you, lovely? You thought you were getting a kissogram, didn't you, Hazel? Well, here it is. There we are. Surprise, surprise, Hazel.
No.
Well, there's the bleach straight away. Your daughter, Diane, actually wrote to us, Hazel, and told us that you'll kill her. Well, not just now. She's told us that you've always had this burning ambition to go to London and see a musical. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yes. Well, we're going to bring your ambition to life, Hazel. We're going to see a musical. We're not actually going to London. No, that's a long way, isn't it? We're going to do a musical right here and now. What?
I've got no pig in makeup.
Hold on. Don't worry about the music, Hazel. Don't worry. We're actually not going to do the musical right here, but not very far away from here, because we are going to the naval dockyard, where the aircraft carrier HMS Illustrious is moored, and on board is a cast of singers and dancers.
This is not.
Yes, it is happening. On board is a cast of singers and dancers waiting to perform a musical just for you. Is that nice? Yes, it is.
I've been lost for weeks.
You don't sound as if you are now, Hazel. But anyway, listen, this musical, there's something else I must tell you about it. Oh, yes, that was it. You're starring in it.
Oh, my God, no.
Well, don't worry, Hazel. We're going to get your best frock on and get your coat, and I'm going to meet you outside in a few minutes.
It's all still packed. I only got home yesterday.
Well, we'll have to unpack it, won't we, Hazel? Don't be making excuses. We're going to do it right now.
We got sunlight on the sand, we got moonlight on the sea, we got mangoes and bananas you can pick right off a tree. We got volleyball and ping pong and a lot of daily games. What ain't we got? We ain't got days. We get packages from home, we get movies, we get shows, we get speeches from our skipper and advice from Tokyo Rose. We get letters doused with perfume, we get dizzy from the smell. What don't we get? You know darn well. We got nothing to put on a clean white suit for. What we need is what there ain't no substitute for. There is nothing like a day, nothing in the world. There is nothing you can name that is anything like a day. Nothing else is built the same. Free from flaws, or as faithful as a phantom, or as kind as Santa Claus. It's a waste of time to worry over things that they have not. Be thankful for the things they got. There is nothing you can name that is anything like a day. There are no books like a day. Nothing looks like a day. There are no drinks like a day. Nothing thinks like a day. Nothing acts like a day. Or attracts like a day. There ain't a thing that's wrong with any man here that can't be cured by putting him near a girly, womanly, female feminine.
Well, that's almost it for tonight, except for one thing. Is there a John Ashland sitting in the audience tonight? Where are you, John? Where are you, love? Yes, please come and join us and bring your lovely wife, Anne, with you. Come on, John and Anne. Surprise, have a sit down there. Hello. Anne as well, you sit next to me, John, please. Well, I suppose you're wondering why you're here, don't you?
Yes, Cilla.
Well, you owe it all to your lovely wife, Anne, because, you know, she wrote and told me all about you. And I'll tell you what she wrote and told me. She told me that when you were a toddler, just, oh, very, very young, you and your parents emigrated to Canada, is that right? But sadly, after that, your family broke up, didn't they?
That's right, Cilla.
And you came back with your dad, back to Britain. And, in fact, your grandmother brought you up, didn't she?
That's right.
Yes. Oh, that's a long time ago. In fact, your mother, who was Australian at the time, she returned back to Australia, didn't she?
you did.
But you got a marvellous phone call last year out of the blue, didn't you?
I did, yes.
And it was quite a strange phone call for you because, you know, there's a few things on that phone. It was a bloke saying he was looking for your mother, and you wondered about this thing, and by the end of the phone call, you found out that this bloke was your half-brother.
That's correct.
Yes, and it must have been a marvellous surprise. By the way, how old were you when you came back to Britain?
I was about 5.
Just about 5. And so you discovered, well, last year, that you had a half-brother.
That's correct.
And I know for a fact that you have been in touch with him. You've spoken on the phone, and you've written a lot of letters. But you've never ever met him, have you?
No.
Well, you're going to meet him tonight. Here he is, all the way from Ottawa in Canada. Your brother, Norek. Come in, Norek. Norek, you sit next to me, and you sit down there next to your wife, where you belong, really. Is there room for a skinny-ish person here? Now, no, I think this is a wonderful surprise, don't you?
It's the best thing that's ever happened to me, Cilla.
A lovely ending to a lovely show, isn't it smashing? Yes, and Norek, I know you only discovered your brother John because you were trying to find out where your mother was.
Well, actually, I've been looking for 12 years now.
I know, the mother that you both share, indeed, yes. I think it's absolutely fantastic that you found a brother here, because you were actually brought up by a Polish family, weren't you?
That's correct.
Yes, and they told...
Family, yes.
But they must be a lovely family, because they were so marvellous that they told you later on in life that you were actually adopted. And this is why you wanted to try and find and get in touch with your mum.
That's correct.
And both of you, in fact, you've not seen your mother since you were both babies,
We
really.
still have to search.
Yes, but you have to search no longer. We found your mother. And here she is tonight, all the way from Australia. Come in, Stella. Come and say hello to your son. It feels like the first words that they both said, they just said, "Hello, Mum." Oh, I know how it feels. Marvellous reunion, marvellous end to a show. Thank you all very much. The more the world is changing, the more it stays the same. Life is full of small surprises. It's a never-ending game. If nothing is impossible, will you believe your eyes? If the unexpected brings a smile, that's a big surprise, surprise, surprise. The unexpected hits you between the eyes. The unpredictable, that's the surprise you see. Surprise, surprise. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the audience here, and indeed everybody sitting at home, we've come to the end of Surprise, Surprise tonight. Indeed, it's the end of the series. But as I said earlier on the show, we will be back for a brand new series. I'd like to thank everybody who's taken part. And I mustn't forget our lovely Gordon Burns this week, and especially our Bob Cowgies. Please join us for the next series, because I'll miss you if you don't. Until then, ta-ra then. Ta-ra!
As that was the last in the present series of Surprise, Surprise, next week at 7:45 we've a classic James Bond film, Dr. No.